guys, Laktoz here. So I'm sorry if I sound a bit strange. I wouldn't really call it sick. I'm just a bit stuffed up. There's allergies so going around. So anyways, today I'm doing a bit of an abnormal video. I never really talked about warriors before. So that's what I'm here to do today. Basically, this video is specifically relating to the Warriors fandom, and if I sound a bit hesitant, that's probably just because this video isn't scripted. I'm running out of paper. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm doing the style of the video a bit different too. A lot more green screen and actual intro for once. And a mascot. So the mascot, don't worry about the mascot. It's just a random sketch that I had saved. So please don't scream at me in the comments for it being a sketch. I just didn't want to color it. Anyways, what I'm here to talk about is Warrior Cats OCs and them being unrealistic. And when I say unrealistic, I'm not referring to like a red cat with green stripes and purple eyes. No. What I'm referring to are colors that can be found on a cat, but not necessarily in the right pattern for it to be realistic. So, like, for example, Hawk Frost is one of those characters, or a cat that isn't white and has blue eyes. Now, this is one that I hear a lot. People say, all cats with blue eyes must be white. That's not entirely true. There are some breeds that are not completely white and yet still have blue eyes. And besides, all kittens are born with blue eyes. So if you see a kid and start bashing them for having blue eyes and being a gray tabby, technically they're following all of the genetic rules of making a Warrior Cats OC. Now, just the fact that some people, I'm not referring to all people, will bash others for having quote-unquote unrealistic designs. That to me is just crazy, because Warrior Cats itself is absolutely filled with unrealistic designs. I'm not sure if this is a problem or if this problem is antiquated or not, but I've seen it happen before and it just really bugs me. So, like, I'm not referring to just cats with blue eyes, like maybe cats that have black cats with white stripes. I have an OC that is a black cat with white stripes, which I'm pretty sure cannot happen in the wild, and I'm sure that somebody in this world would criticize it for not being realistic, when Warrior Cats itself is absolutely filled with unrealistic designs. Like, let me think of a few. Hawk Frost, for one. Cinderpelt, Briarlight, those are just a few. And there are multiple more, but I didn't script this video, so I can't think of any more. So, another thing that gets to me is, like, I can understand why people would get mad in a role play that is more of a literate, realistic roleplay, when somebody brings their edgy rainbow nightmare star OC into it. I could understand that, but cats, if they brought a design like Hawk Frost, that's the first example I think of, into a roleplay, they get bashed for that, then that's not right at all, because it's still following what the hunters consider correct genetics. Now, there is a pretty bold yet still blurred line between real life genetics and warriors genetics. Now, warriors genetics, this is a term that I'll be lightly referring to. It's not really a real term. It's just how the warrior cats universe, the hunters specifically, see genetics. They don't really follow the laws of actual genetics. They follow the laws of their own genetics. So they won't have your nightmare rainbow star in there. They won't have a rainbow cat with red eyes in there, obviously, because to them that doesn't abide by the rules. But they will have characters like Hawkfrost and Briarlight and Cinderpelt, because those designs are what they want. And sure, they may not follow real life genetics, but they follow what I like to call warrior cats genetics. Now let me elaborate on this a bit. So, for example, let's say you create a design similar to Briarlight's, right? Brown cat, blue eyes. Definitely not following real genetics. But it's still technically okay. It's technically still realistic according to the hunters. The hunters would say that would be a realistic design that they would use in their books because they have Briarlight. But if you were to apply that to real life, it wouldn't work. Hopefully I'm making sense of this. So, the problem is, everyone seems to think that everyone must, if in this fandom, everyone must abide by the laws of real life genetics. When in real life, you don't even have to abide by the laws of warrior cats genetics. Again, this is a loose term. I'm just making it up. And again, all it means is the way that the hunters design their cats. Unrealistic, yet not overly unrealistic. Like a middle ground is what I like to call warrior cats genetics. And let's just say that I started a roleplay where I'm only allowing realistic designs. Now, let's say that somebody else started that roleplay and I wanted to join with, let's see, what's the character of mine that doesn't abide by the laws of real genetics? Let's see, Bluebell. I entered with him. He is a cream tabby with blue eyes. Something that you wouldn't see in real life, right? Well, let's say I enter with him and they kick me out of the roleplay because it's not abiding by the laws of real genetics. I would honestly call that just crazy. But if I entered with, let's say, a rainbow colored cat with red and green eyes, then I could totally understand not being able to join that roleplay. But if I entered Bluebell, and I wouldn't be able to join that roleplay, keep in mind that this is in the Warriors fandom, not just cat roleplay in general, then I would probably get pretty angry. I'm like, hey, why are you doing this? This design is perfectly realistic according to Warriors. Now, I'm not sure if this problem is still relevant today, as of right now, but I know I've seen the problem before, and I would just wanted to address it. Now, I'm sure that videos like this have been made before, and I'm no way trying to steal their ideas. I just needed something to talk about, and this is what came to mind. So, now, the line between real-life genetics and quote-unquote warriors genetics is very bold, but some people don't see it. They don't think there's a line there. So, the thing... I'm sorry, I'm just blabbing on here, but the topic really kind of angers me. Like, people will get kicked out of role plays for having a design like Bluebell or Hawkfrost, and that kind of just maddens me. So here's where I'm going to end the video. I hope that you maybe learned something, possibly. I doubt it, but maybe. And until next time, goodbye.